In 1832, the American frontier became the stage for a tragic conflict known as the Black Hawk War. This is a story of courage, despair, and the final desperate attempt by the Sauk Indian tribe, led by Chief Black Hawk, to defend their lands against the rapidly expanding United States. Let's dive into how the events unfolded and why this war became a symbol of resistance and the brutality of American policy. By the early 19th century, the United States was aggressively expanding westward. Following the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, thousands of American settlers flooded into the territories of present-day Illinois and Iowa. However, these lands were already home to the Sauk and Fox tribes. In 1804, a group of Sauk leaders signed a questionable treaty with the Americans, ceding vast territories for a mere $1,000 and promises of peace. Black Hawk, a warrior and leader, refused to recognize this treaty. He considered it a deception, and he was right. The Americans began displacing the Indians, disregarding their rights. In the spring of 1832, Black Hawk made a momentous choice. He gathered about 200 people. His goal was not war, but to return to their ancestral lands to plant corn. However, the Americans perceived this as a threat. The governor of Illinois called up the militia, and rumors spread like wildfire. On May 14th, the first clash occurred, the Battle of Stillman's Run. The militia attacked Black Hawk's camp, but his warriors launched an unexpected counterattack, routing the Americans. It was a victory, but one that would come at a steep cost. The pursuit. A summer of flight and ambushes. After Stillman's Run, the Americans regrouped their forces. Black Hawk gained only a handful of allies. Most tribes remained neutral or were too afraid to join the fight. The summer of 1832 turned into a series of retreats and skirmishes. Black Hawk attempted to lead his people north toward the Wisconsin River, but the U.S. Army and militia pursued relentlessly. On August 1st, the Battle of Bad Axe unfolded. Exhausted by hunger and hardship, the Indians tried to cross the Mississippi, but the steamboat Warrior opened fire with cannons, and soldiers finished off those who reached the shore. It was a massacre. Hundreds perished, including women and children. After Bad Axe, Black Hawk surrendered. On August 27, 1832, he was taken into captivity, where he became something of a celebrity. Americans paraded him through cities as a defeated chief. The war ended in the complete defeat of the Sauk and Fox. Their lands were fully claimed by the United States. Black Hawk died in 1838, but his name endures as a symbol of resistance. The war also exposed the cruelty of American policy. Indians were displaced mercilessly, and treaties were broken without remorse. The Black Hawk War lasted just a few months, but it marked a pivotal moment. It was one of the last attempts by the Indians of the Midwest to halt the tide of colonization. Today, Black Hawk is remembered as a hero,